So you think you got something to say? Well, why not just listen to these two dudes you don't know and collect their 2 cents? Well, 4 cents collectively. Maybe 5. You could make a nickel if they make any sense to you.
I mean, this is all garbage. No one should listen to this in the first place.
Stool with Matt and Nick.
Dude, I fucking kicked this hangover's ass this morning for how bad I was feeling. I fucking owned this hangover.
Yeah, I mean, I applaud you. It took me, well, granted, we both had the same amount of time, but you were doing all right yesterday. I was the pile of garbage yesterday, whereas like I woke up at 2:00, and my buddy, I actually woke up to a friend of mine knocking on my door. And I didn't even really look to see who answered or who there was there. I just like kind of let it go. I'm like, who the fuck is? I thought it was morning. I didn't realize it was 2 PM. Like, who the hell is here? And I just stayed laying down. And then he texted me like maybe 10 minutes later. He's like, "Hey, dude, I left a $75 DoorDash gift card in between your screen door. Happy New Year." I'm like, "Oh, damn." Like, thanks, dude.
Wow.
I feel bad I didn't answer now. Yeah. That was nice of him, though. Shout out to John. Good guy.
Yeah, that's super nice. Is that what you got did you use that for your grub last night?
I did indeed. That's what prompted me to try DoorDash for the first time.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, man, if I was like just like 20 miles closer to town, I think I saw McDonald's is now doing it here, but they won't quite drive it all the way down here to Clam Gulch. I think 30 miles is a little bit far for them.
If they're only 20 miles closer, it's just such a small, right on the edge.
20 miles really doesn't feel like much to me anymore, though. It's like, that's just down the street. Oh, it's actually, that is kind of true. Like, two of my good friends, obviously, well, Bruno, and then I got my buddy Sean. They're both like 17 miles away, roughly 17 to 20 miles away. And it's like, oh, that's my neighbors. That's like how it fucking feels around here. Like, oh, they're just down the street.
Yeah, around here, that's a whole different, probably 2 towns over, but
yeah. Well, and actually, so I'm in Clam Gulch, Bruno's in technically Coho, and then Sean would be in Kasilof. So they all are different named areas. It still has that going on, but it feels like one large area. Like it's still the same area. Like we all use the same like post office for the most part. We go to the same gas station. It's crazy.
Just the boys hanging out at the same gas station.
Yeah. So I'm smoking a little bit of pot today. I'm about to fire up a little bit here right now. That's where my head's at these days. We'll see how that goes.
Fair enough. Yeah, I feel that. Welcome to the Loose Stool, everybody, by the way. If we sound a little low energy, it's because we've been talking to each other basically steadily for 2.5, 3 days now at this point since the actual
I'd really say
since
New Year's Eve, which I guess that was 2 days ago. No shit. Right on. Yeah.
going on it. Yeah. I mean, like normally we're at, well, I don't want to put up our standards too high that like normally we're so robust, but yeah, shit. I mean, at this point, it's like I feel like I've spent a long weekend in Vegas with you, and like right now it's just the end where I'm like, I don't want to be excited right now. I want like some room temperature breakfast sausage from the buffet and a nap.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what my whole fucking day was. That vibe, just like kind of picking. Well, I made that like Mac food I was talking about before. I don't know if that'll be in or not, but now, yeah, just been picking at it, sleeping all day, getting up, chug some water a little bit, drag my ass around as much as possible. So, what's your remedy, Ben? Because my remedy's just been some water, some sleeping, some marijuana, and some macaroni. But what are you having?
Well, as we kind of mentioned before, I had that Dairy Queen last night. I didn't really drink yesterday, but somehow I still feel hungover today. So to get my energy up for doing this, I got myself some Cuervo and some sparkling lemonade, which I usually don't even like tequila, and that hasn't changed. I still don't. I'm putting it in myself because it's at least getting me a little fired up. But but you got anything you're sipping on over there? Or you just kind of still keeping it cool?
Like I said, I got coffee. I drank all my beers the last couple days. I was going to save a couple. Red Hook, shout out to them. Got to still throw their name in the podcast because they will sponsor us one day. I'm telling you, Red Hook. I'm telling everybody one day I'm going to be stocked to the ceiling with 4 packs of Big Ballard IPA. But anyways, I got
if you shout them
some.
Out, they will come.
Yeah, exactly. I got here. I can do this though because I am sipping on a Kroger seltzer water, just plain fizzy water, no flavor, none of that LaCroix shit. No, just straight up fizzy water.
It's LaCroix. Let's be real. I hate that shit. LaCroix. Fuck you. It's LaCroix. Yeah. It's from Wisconsin. Get over it.
I don't think it actually is. I think I remember thinking that with word association because you think of lacrosse. But I feel like I looked this up recently, and it's actually not from Wisconsin. We're going to have to find this out at some point.
I don't think it is anymore, but I think it was based here originally.
Okay, because you know what? I thought that for the longest time, so like I maybe it was, but I really think it might be more word association and just, lacrosse, it's from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. Earlier this week, there was literally no snow on the ground. And I know it's hard to bitch about this to you because you're even way farther north, but just in the past 3 days, it went from like 0 snow outside to over a foot of snow outside my door. And
dude, I'm jealous. We got shit for snow here, and it's just terrible with running the dogs and everything. Like, we need snow so goddamn bad. I'm so jealous for that snow. But sorry to cut you off. That's a pain, but
no, that's fine.
I don't ever shovel. It's never a problem if it snows. It's just like, hey, cool, there's snow. Now it's gonna be more fun to dog sled. And so I love snow, man. Bring me all the snow I can get. But you also drive for a living, so
there's that. And I will say the only positive that I have taken from it is that there's enough snow now to cover the expired tags on my license plate, which is far less conspicuous than driving around with a blatantly expired license plate. So
that's the way to do it. That's perfect. I've employed that trick many times in the past, and that's pretty great. It'd be a lot nicer if these laws weren't so terrible for people, who just can't afford a better vehicle, so that you get screwed out of being able to register it, because of your emissions. But
right, I'm in one of like 3 counties, I think, in this entire state that even tests for emissions. Lucky me.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It sucks because it used to be where if your vehicle was at least 20 years old, you didn't have to do it anymore. And then, unbeknownst to me, they changed that where it has to be older than like a 95. And mine's a 99.
Crazy. Well, if you just wait, so you just got to wait 4 more years. That's okay.
Yeah, I'll just keep taking Highway C for 4 years until I can just really pass the threshold.
Yeah, and they'll get you at least once or twice still on Highway C over a 4-year time period, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's bad. Where you are too, I mean, that really sucks. Not that I got to tell you anything you already know and you experience yourself, but to just like be so central downtown with the cop shop right there, like having to drive out of your fucking driveway has got to suck every day.
It makes it a little bit stress-inducing, for sure.
Do you walk out front to the street and scope around, like see if there's any cops coming around before you go, and then like just quick scurry out of there?
I mean, not usually. I mean, maybe I will give like a small look, but
you can cut back through that parking lot and get right on C without ever having to. No, this doesn't mean anything to anybody if they're listening, but that's.
But no, yeah, you're right. I
figured it out.
I just cut across that parking lot and go up by the power plant. Yeah.
Fucking sneaking out just because your fucking car has a little. I mean, I'm fairly environmentally sound. I think the way I live my life, I conserve a lot, and I feel that everybody can do little things, but it is just crazy. Just laws against poor people are just the fucking worst. It's just shitty.
That is 100% what it is, because I mean, myself too. I'd like to think I'm an environmentally conscious person. I mean, hell, not even trying to humble brag here, but if I go walking on like a nature trail or something, half the time I'll keep a garbage bag in my backpack to pick up trash with. Like, it's not that I don't care about the environment. I just need to get to fucking work.
And that's the vehicle that you have, and can't afford. And I mean, that's funny too, because like those are the laws where you're like goddamn liberal government, but like where you live is like super conservative at the same time. So that really that's interesting as well. But maybe it's not as conservative anymore, because those used to be the rich conservative people who like don't really want to have anything to do with these loony fucking tunes anymore, But do
you see? Speaking of Looney Tunes, do you see that thing with that congressman from Texas? I think his name is Louis Gohmert. You catch that story?
Oh, I honestly that name is ringing a bell, because I just saw that story somewhere, and I don't remember at all what it is. So refresh my memory. Yeah,
he's a Texas congressman, and apparently he filed a lawsuit with 11. I don't know if they can't all be senators. How many fucking senators does one state have? But 11 politicians from Arizona, let's just call them. And apparently they filed a lawsuit basically trying to make it so that Mike Pence had the ability to like overturn the election results, like from the Electoral College. And there are 12 senators. There's 12 total U.S. senators, including Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, who are now objecting to the Electoral College results, which Mike Pence is going to be reading on January 6th, which is the day that Trump is continuing to try to get people to Washington to like protest about. So yeah, there are actually 12 U.S. senators. Obviously not, because each state has two. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's literally 12 senators now that are saying that the election wasn't real because, get this, so they've been lying to people, and now they're like, there's all these people that think that there was fraud, so we have to investigate. It's like, they think there's fraud because you keep lying to them, you motherfuckers. Right. Yeah, like I've had, I won't name names, but I've had certain people in my life, like when I've just brought up the simple fact that I think that so many people should be able to agree on, but there's nothing like that anymore. There's always something that, like, no one agrees on shit anymore. But I thought it'd be pretty amicable, thing to just say, like, dude, this, like, Trump especially lies all the time, and I've had people in my life be like, no, he's never. I don't think he's ever lied once. What? Give me an example. What's one time he lied? I'm like, look at his Twitter today.
What I can't wrap my mind around is the way that they just keep. So, like, the second that Fox News started saying Joe Biden won, they're like, nope, Fox News is liars too. They're part of the conspiracy. And then, like, another person lies, they're like, nope, they're like that they used to follow, and they throw them aside. And it's just down to like Trump now. Mm-hmm. And they just keep saying, no, Trump, everybody else is lying. The FBI is full of shit. The CIA is full of shit. The police are full of shit. Fucking, everybody's lying except Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. How how does this not, like, these people claim to, like, really be able to see what's going on and know the truth, to know what really